Look at this. Look at this. It's perfect. It was only a matter of time before, the WNBA's darling kind of exposed herself. Yes, I know I was behind. Life just keeps lifing and it's not going to stop, but neither am I, as we're going to continue this examination and show why Caitlin Clark really isn't who we think. And I said I had to open with this impossible to respect Caitlin Clark sparks outrage by painting herself as the victim. You know, everybody's got so much faith in her, but we're not wholly convinced. We're not saying that she's good nor great. We're just not convinced at all the hype that people like Megan R. Kelly put out, calling her the Michael Jordan before she really even set foot. And it said, we're just going to go through the synopsis because it said, we're always on a time crunch here at Shine Bright Studios. So last month, Caitlin Clark was in the incident with Alyssa Thomas to where everybody said from she got punched in her throat to even choked. And we know who said that. And now it seems like karma is coming back because it looks like poor Caitlyn got caught flopping while she was defending Chelsea Gray. Well, this is what y'all created. Y'all created the woman that coddled her way through the WNBA, and y'all wonder why she keep taking all these strays. But outside of an acting career, let me see if I can find. Yeah, she can get down just as well. So as much as y'all paint her in that innocent light, we're not gonna do that.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
Walk me through your
Oh, let's hear that one more time.
perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And y'all continued to paint her. It said, this is where I started to become more convinced. This ain't a Caitlyn problem. This is a y'all problem. Y'all are trying to find somebody to pedestalize or make as a false image. Caitlin Clark comes in and it's like so much revenue comes in. I guess that's where the arrival of you stands came in as well. But we're going to continue. We're going to continue with Voices with Vicky. Do give her a like and subscribe. Even though this is
and Doug.
I'm glad we
do give her a like and subscribe, even though this is one of the cases to where I'm probably more disagreeant with her.
Limu, ball me.
It would be hard pressed to find an organization more dedicated to self-imploding. Also, they need to just join her in this because this is great stuff. The Indiana Fever is a really good team. There are a couple really good teams in the WNBA that it's actually kind of fun to watch. But I'm so turned off right now, you guys, after what happened this last time. And I don't even want to watch any of it unless Caitlin Clark is playing.
And it said, this is where some of us is looking at you like you're a stan. I mean, I said, if you're a Cowboy fan, we respect Cowboy fans more. If it was the 6th string quarterback and you don't have Dak, and you still watch it for the Cowboys, we respect fans more like that. Or if LaFraud Jackson wasn't in and you had some bum out on the street for the Ravens. Yeah, we respect you more if you rep your purple, for the Ravens versus, oh, we're just here for Lamar. No, no, we call them stands.
You know, the scales are gonna tip. When she was out last year, the ratings went way, way down. Not nearly as many people were watching it when Caitlin Clark wasn't there, and because she was injured.
That's called loyalty or disloyalty.
And it's like they keep slamming into her the way they are. They're either going to run her right out of the organization and the whole thing's going to tank and go down the tubes, and she'll go elsewhere. She can go elsewhere. It's not like that this is the only place that she can play basketball and this is the only thing that she can be doing to make money.
See, y'all pedestalize her saying that she could do all these side things. But I said, I want to know where y'all smoke was, or when Angel Reese was doing everything, or when Angel Reese was doing her own thing. You know, when everybody had the whole sloth memes, everything like totally shitting on Angel Reese. I mean, all season. She has her own podcast. Oh, wait, she walked down Victoria's Secret lane. I mean, it said, she a grown woman like Caitlyn. It said, don't make that dumbass decision like Brittany Griner and decide to take El Cranico to Putin's Russia, knowing that you already had 3 strikes against you before you even touched down in Russia.
She's a great role model, might I add. She's not the one smacking people around, pushing.
That's a lie. I just proved that at the beginning of the video when she charged that Angel Reese. So we already debunked that.
People around the court, punching them in the neck. She's not the one doing those things, is she? Got all these other people acting ghetto.
Acting ghetto. See, this kind of sounds like dog whistling. You know, the same thing that your friend Megan R. Kelly does.
Acting crazy, acting stupid, acting jealous. I mean, the jealousy is on fire, and
nobody's really jealous of Caitlin Clark. I'm just gonna be honest about that. As said, we kind of look at Paige Buchers in a brighter light than we do Caitlin Clark. Hell, we may even look at Sophie Cunningham in a brighter light than Caitlin Clark. Why? Even though we may disagree with Sophie Cunningham or even Paige Bucher at times, they stayed true to themselves. And with Caitlin Clark, y'all are playing tug of war. Like she's like the last savior, and y'all are playing that game. So y'all think that WNBA is pulling them strings. No, maybe look at y'all and how y'all are trying to put the weight on her like she's the female Hercules of the WNBA.
you could see it. And then they wonder why people are throwing adult toys on the court. That's something they did last year. I actually covered it on a different episode. I will have to post it at the end of this video so you can watch that if you want. But the point is that nobody's taking this organization seriously, and I wonder why. Like
Well, you got a bunch of people that just go in to see Caitlin Clark. Why should we take the stand seriously? It said, I only have so much invested in this, but we're gonna make sense of everything. It said, Caitlin Clark is a good to be great basketball player. Nobody's denied that. It said, our battle is y'all need to stop coddling her.
you're not even taking the best of the best that you have seriously. But yet you want people to come and pay money to see you and support you and worship you as a basketball player, but you don't show any grace to this woman who has basically single-handedly brought back the WNBA from the grave.
So if that's the case, why don't y'all what about them t-shirts one time? Y'all saying that people outside ain't showing Caitlyn any grace. How about them pay us t-shirts one time? Y'all gonna show her that grace too?
because it was dead.
You would be hard pressed to find an organization more dedicated to self imploding than the WNBA. Here's what
I want y'all to remember. Y'all remember like the first question I ever put up on the board? The who would say question who would make out the question, or who would really put the highlight on Caitlyn Clark?
Here's what I said about Caitlyn Clark. She is the golden goose of the WNBA, and they will not accept it.
We're not going to accept it because I said Angel Reese. I said we'll put Angel Reese. We'll even give Sophie Cunningham, Paige Buchers, hell, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson. Oh yeah, some of the other ladies in there that do have rings. Y'all trying to call Caitlyn Clark the golden goose, and it said, I hate to say put Angel Reese in that category, but they really hadn't paid their dues. But it said it's people like Riley Gaines, who tried to be a thirst trap on conservative dad's woke free American beer, as much as that I hope imploded, being a calendar girl for that. And we're supposed to take you seriously because Caitlyn Clark fits in the same category as you? Hold on.
Is it because she's white? Maybe. Is it because she's straight? Maybe.
There we go. There we go. It's comments like that that really painted the WNBA in a very negative light, because it's like, is she white? Is it because she's white? Is it because she's straight? So it's like saying she's the prodigal woman in a world full of black lesbians. That's exactly what it's starting to sound like, because she said it. Oh, Megan Kelly's even said the white and straight part, and I think you even said the white and straight part. No, that clearly ain't it, because it said, you realize it said Caitlyn's giving flowers to black women that helped shape the WNBA, but are y'all being dismissive of that?
I actually just think, Brian, that it's just jealousy all around. I think that Caitlyn Clark was the queen of the WNBA before she ever even played a game.
That sounds so disingenuous. That sounds really disingenuous. It's like she's the queen of the WNBA before she got there, and now she's starting to turn out to become more of a bust. So in a way, I'm kind of glad you said that, Riley, because that's one of those things that's going to blow back up in your face. Because it said, yeah, we saw the little anti-black digs.
She is a generational talent that revolutionized the game of basketball.
How does she revolutionize the game with one, no tangible, two, no ring? It said, y'all are just saying shit to say it.
Who also happens to be white and straight, and that is why they hate her.
Who hates Caitlyn because she's white and straight? Because I think Paige Buchers is white and straight. Is it Sophie Cunningham, white and straight? Oh, let's see. Oh, our girl, one of our legends, that helped shape the thing that you are so trying to shit on. I want to say, was it Cheryl Swoops? Was it Cheryl Swoops? I think she has a child. Hold on, let me see who else. Let me make sure I'm correct. Because I believe Lisa Leslie's married. So my point being, oh, Candace Parker, she's married. Oh, and she's black. Y'all doing a whole lot of omission.
She sells out arenas. When Caitlin Clark was injured last season,
WNBA had sellout crowds during the times of Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops. Sia said, this is kind of like Matt Walshish trying to be dismissive of the black effect within the WNBA instead of trying to paint it out as evil black lesbians.
national WNBA viewership dropped over 50%. You remove her entirely, and the league goes back to ground zero, where it started before she arrived.
No. WNBA has been around for about 30 years before she came or was even thought of in this cosmos.
I mean, Riley Gaines is not wrong. And as somebody who's been fighting for female sports the way she has and everything that she's been through, to look in and see this must be really disturbing for somebody like Riley Gaines, right? I mean, here we are.
I think it's more disturbing. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose of the WNBA. Y'all look at her as she does no wrong after I've just proven the fact that, she, like the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro, are some failed actors. And then, Caitlin Clark got a little handsy. Here's another acting job for you. Let's take a trip to Megan R. Kelly. Who wants to say the same thing. Let's see. Are we right here at it?
A Mercury player fouling Clark on a
Let's
3.
look.
Going to play a pivotal role in our discussion with Jason here. That was not the only cheap shot by the Mercury that night. You can see on your screen a Mercury player fouling
Okay, Caitlyn took the shot.
Clark on a 3-point attempt.
The defender foot was planted. You dumb hoe. This is why I don't take Megan R. Kelly seriously. Or Megan Ku Klux Kelly, whichever you prefer. I don't take her very seriously. The defender's foot was planted. Caitlyn landed on it and could have rolled and broken her ankle. That part might have been true, but to say that Caitlyn was fouled, that's a whole damn lie. Yep, Caitlyn, you gonna have to miss us. And it said, I know what the whole Jason Whitlock thing. Oh, yeah, we got something for him, but he's at another time. Yeah, he's trying to be a little bit of a double agent. Yeah, we had eyes on him. But let's get back to the examination.
Fighting for women to have their own sports and to have equality.
To have equality, but y'all sure as hell taking pot shots at highlighting her, saying, is it because she's white and because she's straight? So basically, it said y'all are making, it's like saying y'all are painting out the black lesbians as the boogie women of the WNBA.
I think that they believe that they deserve something that they're not getting, that Caitlin Clark is getting.
And what would that be? It said Angel Reese already has a ring from college. What does Caitlin Clark have? It said, we've said this time and time again. It said, and we've steadily debunked it.
And they're taking it out on her. And
the evil black women are taking it out on Caitlyn. Miss me.
The league is not protecting Caitlin Clark from this either. They're allowing this to go on. The person that hit Caitlin Clark in the throat has now come out and said that, I'm getting death threats. And it's like, well, obviously I don't agree with that. But now.
So now you're dismissing that and out decide the fact. What are you going to say that the racial slurs were a farce as well? I'm just trying to ask because it said we're pointing out the biases.
Now she's making herself out to be the victim and saying that the league's not doing enough to protect her.
Well, let's see. Are they? I mean, y'all done already highlighted Caitlyn Clark, like the league's not doing enough to protect Caitlyn, but y'all think Caitlyn is the whole league.
I mean, what a bunch of bullshit.
So I spent 30 years on the sidelines of the biggest stages in American and international sports, including the NBA and WNBA. Now, I've seen hard fouls. I've seen things get out of control, but I have not seen anything like what happened to Caitlyn Clark this week. She was kneed, pinched, took a fist to the throat, and then an attempt to stomp on her. Okay, so that's not basketball. That's a targeted assault.
Yep.
And everyone watching knows it.
A targeted assault. Okay, so when Caitlyn throws hands on Angel Reese, let's go ahead and call it that. It said we already put that clip out at the beginning. What are y'all saying about that? Oh yeah, y'all can't say too much about that.
The WNBA finally suspended the player involved, and that's fine. That's the minimum. But this isn't like the first time this has happened. This is a pattern. There is a target on Caitlyn Clark's back, and the league that owes its entire...
Let me ask you a question. Do you think y'all could be the reason of why Caitlyn Clark has a target on her back? And I know I've stated this before. As like I said, in the NFL, when Tom Brady was great, don't you think they had a target on his back? Or if you did a little bit of research back in the day when Sean Payton was the head coach of the Saints, yeah, you think some of them players weren't getting a little bit of extra change slid in their pockets if they put somebody out?
cultural moment to her has been far too slow to protect her. Caitlyn Clark dragged an entire sport back into the national, I would say international conversation. She has filled in arenas. She has brought in millions of new fans. Now,
You mean new stands?
I spent my career fighting to be taken seriously in rooms where some people weren't sure I belonged. I know what it looks like when an institution protects itself instead of the person making it better.
Yeah, we all do. Welcome to corporate America or the establishment.
Yep.
WNBA, please make a decision.
Yep.
Are you going to protect your players or keep looking the other way while your biggest star gets targeted week after week?
How about protect all your players fairly and equally, like y'all claim to say that you are about, instead of putting Caitlyn Clark out in the front line? Because it said, y'all said she can go elsewhere, she can go play international. Are y'all realize y'all might be making her the martyr to do that instead of blaming it on the black women?
You don't just protect
Literally.
her, it's the right thing to do, but it is the right thing to do. You protect.
It's the right thing to protect everybody fairly and equally. But y'all seem to have a thing to put Caitlyn Clark out like she's the princess. She deserves extra special treatment. The players don't believe it, and neither do I.
Protect her because you owe her.
What does the WNBA owe her? Let me ask that question. You think the WNBA really went out of their way for Brittany Griner with all that Russia stuff? So, what makes you think the WNBA owes Caitlyn? I mean, does the WNBA owe Angel Reese for walking down Victoria's Secret lane or for her own podcast? The answer is no.
And by the way, why was she left off the 30th anniversary poster? I covered the league, the WNBA, in its first season and a couple seasons thereafter. And I must say that this doesn't have to do with her inexperience or her youth, because Paige Beckers and Angel Reese are in the poster, and I don't begrudge them for that. But why not Caitlyn Clark?
I don't know. You said you spent time on the courts. Maybe you could do some research for us and find out.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this card.
They're doing this stuff on purpose. It is very targeted. I think the league is after her too. They're being told to kind of not make her too big of a star, and she's already getting too much attention. You know.
But y'all see, y'all are lacking the accountability. Don't y'all think y'all were giving her all this attention? Because it said if Caitlyn Clark becomes a draft bust, what are y'all gonna say about that? Because I know what's my girl from in college now, Artie Crooks. If Artie Crooks comes in and puts in that work, y'all gonna give her the flowers that Caitlyn Clark deserves if she put in twice the work and got everything done twice as fast as Caitlyn Clark? Are y'all gonna put in the work, or y'all gonna say no because she's a mixed big girl? I'll wait.
She's got State Farm commercials and all these endorsements, and so God forbid they put her on the 30th anniversary poster.
And it said Angel Reese walked down Victoria's Secret lane, so it ain't endorsements that's stopping her.
I mean, good luck selling that poster. I ain't buying it. You didn't put Caitlyn Clark on it.
And that right there is proving why we probably look at you like a stan.
I don't want it.
Just like you left her off the Olympic team, now you're leaving her off the poster. Are you mad because she has State Farm commercials?
What?
We just said no because Angel Reese walked down Victoria's Secret lane. I don't see Caitlyn Clark doing that anytime soon.
She's lifting every one of you because of her success. When is this going to stop?
When y'all quit coddling her and quit treating her like a princess, because it said she's going to have to get her hands dirty, but y'all are quick to jump on everybody that doesn't look like Caitlyn to call them rough and dirty, but you realize Caitlyn's going to have to fend for herself as well.
You know what's wild of me to say is I don't think it is going to stop. I think they're going to keep doing this until something really bad happens or she ends up leaving. And I don't know if that's the goal. Do they want her to leave?
Actually, no. I want to see how y'all act when Artie Crooks comes on the scene. I want to see how y'all act. Because it said that big girl can put up some points and that big girl can put up some work. I want to see how all y'all act when she comes out. And I said, I know we're getting to the end of the examination and said everything's been proven.
Because let me tell you something. If she leaves, the whole thing goes down the tubes. It all tanks. All that revenue is gone.
Nope, because it said Artie Crooks is gonna turn around and patch them holes.
And all those people that are getting paid higher salaries now, guess what? You're probably going to be getting paid even less if Caitlyn Clark leaves the WNBA. So, I mean, these people are playing with fire here. They truly are. So,
no, because you figure most people, most of the women, they can make their own money. It said, it said how y'all said international. Yeah, the ladies can make their own money. We ain't mad about it.
guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, even if you're not a big sports fan, you have to be able to see the complete injustice in this for Caitlyn Clark.
I don't see too much injustice considering the fact that y'all basically hold her to a higher flame versus everybody else. But on this note, we're going to go ahead and conclude this. And, before we do, I got to say stand up, stand out, shine bright, and get right. But, my man Reggie's going to have to walk us out again.
Reggie? That was pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie has left the building. Thank you and good night.
Because I know Megyn Kelly and anybody else that have anti-black sentiments towards me pulling out the Angel Reese card and proving that, Caitlyn Clark ain't the great hope that you expect. Good night. Oh, one more time.
Reggie? That was pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie has left the building. Thank you and good night.
Because I know some of you stands want to say that last word at the end.